What's up, guys? So I've established there's nothing better than the smell of fresh rubber. That's right, I'm putting new rubber on the Focus ST. I've got to come up with a name for this car instead of just calling it the Focus ST. Cyberwork didn't really stick. Evil MK3? Evil ST? No, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm super excited today, guys, because I'm putting, as I said, new tires, new rubber on the car, but it's not just any tires, not just any old rubber. I think I've got like a deal of the century going on right here. These might just be the best budget performance tire to date, period. What I've got going on here, guys, is the Achilles ATR Sport 2s, and I'm using the 245/40 R18 size. Okay, these are my old tires. They are the Nokian Z-Line all-season tires. These are not a bad tire at all if you're literally just daily driving the car and you don't drive it hard at all. If you're just going to and from work, they last a very long time. They are 500 tread wear, just your basic commuter tire, essentially. Nokian's known for a great tire. They make a great tire. It has been a great tire. They've worn perfectly. They actually have these pretty cool wear percentage markers here, so you can see when you get down to the different levels. See, I'm about to pass 40% here, so I decided to go ahead and just switch out the tires completely. But anyway, on to the new tires. So these are the Achilles ATR Sport 2. What's so special about these tires? Okay, so first, let me start off with what they're supposed to do. So they're supposed to be a budget-friendly daily driver ultra high performance tire. Okay, so this is going to be in the same category as like Indy Firehawk, or just off the top of my head, maybe like a Michelin Pilot all-season type of tire, a Federal ST1 kind of tire. That's this kind of genre, this huge genre, which is the ultra high performance tire. It's supposed to compete with Continentals and whatnot, like the DSW, etc., etc. But here's the kicker. I got all 4 of these tires for $288 shipped to my door. And that's wild. It's absolutely nuts. $288 is like one Michelin Pilot Supersport PS4 or whatever they are now. So as you can tell, that is a huge deal. It's a great deal, and there's literally no way to pass this up. I was skeptical at first. I went online and looked at a bunch of reviews, and I mean, literally all the reviews are great. There's a couple here and there that talk about, they don't do too well in the wet, blah, 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 blah. But I've seen an overwhelming amount of reviews talking about how you cannot get a better performing budget tire for the money. I've seen people talking about taking these to the track, autocross, everything. Now, obviously, it's not going to be a race tire. It's not going to beat the guy who's rocking Michelins. It's not going to beat the guy who's rocking the race stuff. This tire is like a jack of all trades. It'll get you to the track and back plenty of times without breaking the bank or having to, replace a set of tires in a month or 2 months. And that's exactly what I needed. Budget friendly, but still, performance oriented. I paid, I think maybe $350 for all 4 of these Nokian Z-Lines, and while they're a great commuter tire, I mean, there's not a hint of performance in these at all. Unfortunately, that's not anything on Nokian. They're a great tire, like I said, but I drive a sport hot hatch, so I want more grip, better turn in, etc., and also just a better looking tire. I mean, this tire is beautiful, as you can see. So let's talk about the specs. This Nokian Z-Line was a 500 tread wear tire. I'm gonna try and find it for you. I'm not sure if let's see. I don't know. I can't find where it says 500 tread wear, but this new tire is, maybe it's on here. That's not on here. It is a 400 treadwear tire. Okay, and I'm gonna find it for you guys. Oh, I can't find it either. Whatever. But anyway, it's a 400 treadwear tire. AA traction rating, A heat range, whatever that means. But essentially, it's going to have way better grip than what my Nokian Z-lines could have ever given me. I'm still trying to find where it says 400 treadwear tire, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so just so you guys know, these tires are directional. As you can see, it says rotation right here. So these are a directional tire. There we go, rotation. Okay. So yeah, essentially, if these tires can do it all, I mean, these are so cheap. I think they're 67 bucks a corner. These are so cheap, I could buy one like every paycheck or every other paycheck and just have sets of these tires waiting on me. So I'm gonna go to the tire shop and get my wheels, take my wheels with me and the new tires and have them swapped over. I don't like paying extra for labor for them to do something that I can do, just take the wheel off the car. So I'm just gonna throw these in the wife's SUV and hit the road. And I'll let you know how they feel. All right, guys. There we go, guys. I found where it says treadwear. So it's a 400 treadwear tire. Traction is AA rating, and temperature is a single A rating. So for anybody who may be interested in what wheel I have on my car, these are the Rota KBRs in the flat black. They are 18 by 9.5 wide with a 38 offset. What's up, guys? So I'm at the tire shop waiting to get my tires switched over to the old rims, take these old tires off, put the new tires on the rim. But I just wanted to do a quick comparison for you. So here we have the new tire, which, like I said, is the Achilles ATR Sport 2. This is my old tire, which is the Nokian Z-line all season. And this was a great all-season tire. Just didn't have as much grip as I would have wanted. Whereas this is 400 treadwear, and this is 500 treadwear, so it should have more grip, but the same all-season performance. As you can see in the pattern design on the tire, these grooves right here, or sipes, or whatever you want to call them, for rain, are actually pretty a lot bigger on the ATR Sport 2 than they are on the Nokian Z-line. Okay, I figured it might look like that just because this has more tread, but honestly the width is not going to change. So as you can see, this should handle rain and standing water and hydroplane resistance a lot better than this tire, and this was great at it. So, you know, just something to compare to. Obviously, this is used and abused. I have no idea, maybe 50,000 miles on these tires by now, maybe a little bit less. You know, and these are obviously brand new. But I figured I'd just show you guys, you know, a comparison here. So when it comes to all season and rain and you know, snow, these should handle it just as well as these did. And I even drove in some light snow with these, and they were awesome compared to the Federals I had before. So you know, should be good. Back home now. The tires are all in the car. As you can see, I shined her up, made her look nice. Okay. These tires look great. They look awesome. So much better than the ones that came off the car. So, all right, let's go and take her for a test drive. Hey, what's up, guys? So I've got the tires on the car now. And I had to drive a little ways from my house to get to this stretch of farm road back here. And what I can tell you so far about these tires is, I mean, up until this point, I'm really impressed. And I'm not just saying that. Like, Achilles doesn't pay me. They're not paying me to do this video. I'm not sponsored at all. I bought these tires with my own money, and I'm gonna, run these tires until I need new ones. So don't think that I'm, trying to justify my purchase here. I mean, they're so cheap that if they were crap, I wouldn't be surprised and or upset. But excellent. I would say the first thing that I really notice, just out the gate, is the smoothness of this tire. This is an incredibly smooth driving tire. And I know you're looking at the shaking of the camera and you're like, yeah, smooth, okay, whatever. But honestly, I have full mounts in this car. And my cell phone's mounted to the windshield, so that's what's giving off all the vibration. But seriously though, these tires are super, super smooth. I mean, you guys saw the all seasons that I just came from, Nokia and Z lines. If I had one critique about that tire, about the Z line, those were not smooth at all. They didn't start out smooth, and then as they wore down, they progressively got worse, less and less smooth and more harsh. These tires are very, very, very smooth. And I'm driving in Kentucky here. I'm kind of on the state line of Kentucky and Tennessee. So we don't have smooth roads by any means. And these tires feel great. I will say the other thing, so the next thing that really jumped out to me about these tires is the braking performance. For the longest time, while I had my all seasons on, I really thought that my brakes were just absolute trash. And, that was because I was just on just a regular brake pad. And now I realize that my brakes aren't crap. It was my tires that were crap. And I avoid that horse crap in the road there. Those all-season tires, they just didn't have the bite and the grip that these ATR Sport 2s have at all. Man, I mean, I hit the brakes and this car wants to come to an immediate stop. I know you're probably like, well, that's how it should always be. But, with all-season tires, man, it runs, the spectrum. Sometimes you get some that last a long time, but the downside is not that much grip, and then you got some that give you more grip but don't last very long. And I'll tell you what, these tires have restored my confidence in braking with this car. And, braking from, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 miles per hour is a lot more solid now than it was. Now, I hit 21 pounds of boost back there earlier. I still haven't gone much faster than that. Like I said, I've just been, I literally just drove from my house out here. So there haven't been too many opportunities to get on it. Let's see. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Wow. Holy smokes. That was great. These tires are phenomenal. I hit about 23 pounds of boost back there. That was going from third gear most of the way through fourth gear. I'm not going to talk about what mile an hour I hit, but let me tell you something. These have some phenomenal grip, man. For the money that I spent, I'm like, wow. With my previous all-season tires, I would have wandered all over that road, to be honest with you. I would have had torque steer for days with my previous setup. With these tires, I kind of felt the car want to jerk. I kind of felt the tires want to break loose, but they didn't. And I'm so glad that they didn't, because it was just all linear pull and all linear acceleration. I didn't have any of that. I had a little bit of, very little bit of it, but for the most part, I didn't have any of that, left to right wander that you get when you get torque steer and your tires don't have much grip on them. There's a little doggy over there. Wow. I am very impressed right now. So let me just put these tires into context for you guys. So I'm not comparing this tire to a Michelin Super Sport tire, okay, or a Pilot Sport for that matter. I misspoke earlier when I said I forget exactly what tire I compared it to, but you gotta put these tires into context, guys, okay? A Michelin, Pilot Super Sport, or whatever, the top of the game tire is gonna cost at least 3 times as much as this tire, okay? So don't get this tire, I'm dodging potholes here, don't get this tire expecting Michelin Pilot Super Sport or whatever, Michelin Pilot Sport performance. Don't do that. Don't set yourself up for failure, okay? I'm coming from an economy all-season tire that was supposed to deliver like a little hint of sportiness, okay? So compared to your run-of-the-mill all-season tires that you may have been running for the winter season, or you just were running just to get the economy out of them, compared to that type of tire, this tire is awesome, and it's awesome as well for the price. Like I said before, these cost $67 a corner, $67 a tire. For that amount of money, it doesn't matter what happens to these tires. I'll burn out on these tires every day for $67 a tire. I'll just buy another one each paycheck. It doesn't even matter. So just take into consideration the price point and the performance when you guys are listening to this review, when you're watching this review, and if you're considering getting tires like these, okay? I would recommend this type of tire literally for anyone. If you're in the market for a tire to put on your Focus ST or Focus RS, and you don't want to, spend a whole bunch of money, okay? You're a daily driver. Your car is your daily driver / race car, and the factory tires are worn out, and you're not going to spend an arm and a leg to replace those. This is the tire for you, okay? If you like to kick it on the weekends and go to car meets and maybe hit a little bit of the back roads, this is the tire for you. If you are a avid autocrosser, or you primarily drive your Focus or Fiesta at, you know, the track, on the racetrack, or at the drag strip, or, you know, what have you, I would suggest looking at a different tire. However, this tire could do those things. It's not going to do those things very well, I would assume. I have not taken this car on the race course. I haven't taken this car to autocross. I'm sorry, I haven't taken these tires to the race course or to autocross. So I can't tell you with 100% assurance that, you know, this won't do what you need it to do. But I will say that if this car was primarily a race car, I probably wouldn't run these tires exclusively. I would say these are the tires that you have as your daily driving tires, and then you have another set of wheels for the track and for autocross. That's how I imagine these tires. You know, and the more I drive on them, the more I see the characteristics, the more I'll be able to give a really accurate assessment of what these tires are capable of, or shouldn't be used for. But right now, all I can say is that, you know, these tires are excellent. Excellent. I just want to really drive the car now. So I'll wrap it up. My last point here, I will say, is the linear acceleration. I kind of forgot what it was like to have a sporty set of tires on my car. I've been driving with all seasons on for, I don't know, over a year. These tires have the linear acceleration resembling what my Federal RSRRs had, okay? And that's just me being completely honest. These are a 400 treadwear tire. The Federal RSRRs are a 200 treadwear, I believe, or they might be a 195. I'm not really sure. But not all tread compounds are made the same. There's a lot of things and a lot of different factors that go into linear acceleration and the, you know, coefficient of grip and everything like that. But these are very sticky, and you can feel the weight of the car a lot better now in the steering wheel. The car just wants to kind of stick to and hug the road, and from what I can see, I mean, that was me, you know, kind of jerking the steering wheel around a little bit. From what I can see, I mean, these tires are following my steering input very, very well. And I have full confidence back here on this back road where I am, you know, a couple of inches away from semi-tractor trailers. So, you know, these tires feel awesome. Absolutely awesome. I am thoroughly impressed so far with the Achilles ATR Sport Tubes.